Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Kelvinator Refrigerator Replacement Icemaker. It's going to be a very easy repair and it should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the instructions, the adapter wire, a couple zip ties, and the replacement ice maker. The ice maker is located inside the freezer and it's what makes the ice. The main reason to be changing it is if the control has failed and you're not getting any ice, or the tray is failing and you're getting black chunks mixed in with your ice. In order to change the part, we have to open up the freezer door. With the door open, we can reach in and pull the ice container out. All you have to do is lift up on it a little bit and then pull it straight out. With the ice bucket out of the way, we have access to the ice maker. On our particular model, the liner didn't have a hole for a screw right here, so they didn't put it in. If yours does, you're going to have to use your 1/4-inch nut driver to take that out. Then the upper two screws are located behind the ice maker head. We don't have to take these all the way out, but we do have to loosen them so we can lift the ice maker off of it. Once you have both screws loose, we can lift the ice maker off and rotate it over so we can disconnect the power harness. And be sure you don't damage the tube there in the back wall. And then just rotate it over and drop it down. There's a locking tab right here. We have to lift up on that and pull the harness off the ice maker. Once you have the harness off, we can pull the ice maker out of the freezer. Here's the old ice maker next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Before we put the replacement ice maker in, you have to look over the instructions and decide whether you're going to use it where you have the rear mounted condenser on the back of the unit, or if you're going to use the side-by-side method like we have here. The pictures aren't the greatest, but the main thing is you have to determine whether you're going to use the adapter, and you have to make sure you stow the wires so that they're not hanging below and possibly touching the heating element on the bottom of the ice maker. And the last thing on the page, it's the same for both styles no matter what you're installing. You have to make sure you change the ice maker to 7.5 seconds of fill time from the factory 6.5 seconds. First thing we're going to do is connect the wiring harness. You want to make sure you line it up and snap it into place so you get a good connection. And once you have that connected, we're going to slide this cover down over the top of it to cover it. Once you have the wire harness connected, we can fold the wire harness over and use the zip tie to hold the wires all together so they don't fall below the ice maker mold and get close to the heater. Once you have it folded up, we're going to run the zip tie underneath it and bring it over the top and tighten it down. Once you have it tightened down in place, we can use our wire cutters to cut off the excess. Now that we have the wire harness secured, we can put the replacement ice maker into the freezer. Now we can put the new ice maker in. All we have to do is reconnect the wiring harnesses. Remember, there's that locking tab, so you want to make sure you press it together and get a good connection. And then we can rotate the ice maker over and put it up onto its mounting screws. You want to make sure you get the fill cup underneath the fill tube, and then you can set it onto the screws. Now that we have the ice maker on the screws, we can reach in and tighten them down with our 1/4-inch nut driver. We're going to take out the second zip tie and tie this wire up here in the back. You want to make sure that none of the wires are close to this heater right here that's in the bottom of the ice maker. Otherwise it may overheat them and cause a problem. Now we can tie up the loose end of the ice maker wire harness. I already put the zip tie together so it's easier to work around it because it's kind of tight back there. Then we're just going to tighten it down and trim it off. Once you have it tightened down, you can just reach in with the wire cutters and cut off the excess. With the wire harness tied up, we can take the cover off. All you have to do is grab it and lift the bottom and pull it off. There's a little adjustment screw right here. According to the instructions, we have to adjust the time on the fill cycle. So we're going to turn this screw counterclockwise half a turn and change the time. Once you have it adjusted, we can put the cover back on. Same as we took it off, just push it on and snap it into place. Now we can put the ice bucket back in. All you have to do is line it up onto its rails and push it back into place. Now that we have the part installed, we can close the freezer door, plug the refrigerator back in, and make sure it starts to cool. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.